White heavy checkmark rewritten horror story, the window across from mine, improved and polished. Free to use, voiceover optimized. My parents had been searching for a rental house for months, but no matter how much they looked, they could never find one that was close to both my school and my dad's office. Every place was either too expensive, too small, or too far. Then one day, Dad finally found a house that seemed perfect. It was spacious, affordable, and only a few minutes from my school. We all loved it the moment we walked inside, well, almost all of us. Because behind the house, standing like a dark shadow, was an old abandoned building. Usually I wasn't scared of things like that. I wasn't the type to be frightened of every creak or old place. But something about that house made my skin crawl the moment I saw it. And because my bedroom was at the back of our new house, my window looked directly at it, completely unobstructed. Every time I walked into my room, the first thing I saw was that rotting, silent house staring right back at me. "Mom, couldn't Dad find any other house?" I complained. "I don't want this room. I can see that creepy house from my window." "Annie," she sighed, "do you know how hard your father worked to find a place we could afford? Stop focusing on silly things. Just unpack and fix your room the way you like. We have a lot to do. Be a good girl." "No matter what," I muttered, "they're not giving me the master bedroom." A few days passed. I slowly got used to the room. The fear faded. The abandoned house still felt wrong, but I tried to ignore it. Until one night. Around 9 p.m. While I was lying in bed. Something made me look toward my window. And I froze. Because someone was staring at me from the top floor window of the abandoned house. A dark figure. Motionless. Watching. My heart hammered against my chest. At first, I thought I was imagining things. I even blinked, rubbed my eyes, but no, he was still there. "Mom. Mom. Open the door." She rushed in, annoyed and half asleep. "What is it now, Annie?" "I saw someone." "Mom, someone is standing in the top window of that house. Please come look." She looked out the window, but the figure was gone. "Annie, there's no one." At night, ordinary things can seem scary. I told you to stop watching horror movies. But, Mom, I swear. Enough. Go to sleep. You have school tomorrow. The next night, as I got ready for bed, I glanced at the window again. And there he was. Standing in the exact same spot. Staring straight at me. "Mom. Mom. Come quickly." She came running again, frustrated. "Annie, this is too much. Do you know what time it is? Look. Look there, he was just there." "Mom, I'm not making it up." She sighed. "That house is empty, sweetheart. No one lives there. Who would be standing in the window? That's exactly why it's weird." I cried. "Because no one is supposed to be there." She shook her head. "It's Halloween season. Some neighborhood kid is probably playing a prank. Stop stressing over it." And for a moment, that actually made sense. Maybe some brat was messing with me. But I needed to know who. That night, I made a decision. I would catch the kid. The next evening, at 9 p.m. I slipped out of the house and walked toward the abandoned building. My heart thudded louder with every step. I wanted to turn back, but curiosity pushed me forward. When I entered, the whole place was pitch black. Cold. Silent. Air thick and rotten. I tried to stay brave, but the deeper I went, the more wrong everything felt. I climbed the staircase slowly. Each step creaked under my weight. Whoever was playing tricks on me had to be on the top floor. When I reached the room with the window facing my bedroom, I finally exhaled. No one was there. The room was empty. Dust everywhere. Cobwebs in the corners. Silence thick enough to choke on. For a moment, I felt silly. Maybe Mom was right. Maybe it was just my imagination. And then, bang! A loud slam echoed through the house. I jumped back in terror. Mom! Dad! My voice trembled. I ran downstairs as fast as I could and grabbed the front door, but it wouldn't open. I pulled. I kicked. I screamed. But it felt like someone was holding it shut from the outside. It was open when I came in. Now it was jammed shut, like the house itself wanted to trap me. Please. Somebody open the door. I am stuck. Hello. Please. The lights flickered. Even though the house had no electricity. The air turned ice cold. And then I heard it. A soft whisper. Right behind me. I spun around. But there was no one. Just darkness. And the outline of the window upstairs. I felt something move in that darkness. Something that wasn't human. I backed away, trembling, screaming for help. But no one came. And the door never opened. That night, Annie never returned home. Her parents assumed she was asleep in her room. They didn't notice anything strange. But the next morning, something was terribly wrong. Because Annie walked out of that bedroom. She spoke like Annie. She smiled like Annie. But she was not their daughter. The real Annie remained trapped inside that abandoned house. Forever. And the thing that had been watching her from the window had taken her place.